Hi, I'm PBricks and these are the news from the world of PBricks. In recent days there has been a lot of information about new sets from COBI. We also got to know a few details about the previous announced sets. This is because the toy fair is taking place in Nuremberg, where COBI is presenting their offer. So without further delay, let's start part 9 of COBI News by PBricks. Since we are on the topic of Nuremberg Toy Fair, it is also worth mentioning that COBI recently participated in the London Toy Fair. As far as I know, no new unannounced sets have appeared there. And as I know, this is probably what interests you the most, so next news are for you. New tanks always generate the biggest emotions and interest among COBI fans. So we'll start with the official announcement of a new version of Tiger 1 in 1:28 scale. This time COBI will release a AUS-E version with site number 007, which as history tells us belonged to one of the most effective tankers of World War II. I'm talking about Michel Wittmann, and I'm also assuming that his minifigure will be added to this set. For now there is no info if there will be a limited edition of this set. This version I'm presenting is the executive version. The executive edition set will have around 1200 parts and will be available in May 2024. Another Tiger 1 tank. Well-known Tiger 131 from Bowington Tank Museum in 1:28 scale will be refreshed. This will probably be the standard edition of the set from the previous news. New version of the 131 Tiger looks like the connection of the previous version of this tank with the Tiger in 1:12 scale. Similar colors but in smaller sizes and the prices. It will have around 1270 pieces and will be available for sale in May 2024. Set will not have any minifig. And another tank but in 1:35 scale. This time from the Armed Forces series. British Challenger 2 will join COBI offer as a 2-in-1 set, United Kingdom and Ukraine. Set will consist of around 950 elements and depending on the source it will include from 1 to 2 minifigures. Premiere in May 2024. I heard some rumors about K2 Black Panther joining the Armed Forces in the future, and that rumor makes sense for me because COBI seems to already have an appropriate license. They made Black Panther tank in 1:72 scale series. More about it in the next news. More tanks in 1:72 scale were revealed. This time we got 4 more modern construction. Patton M48 127 pieces, Leopard 1 147 pieces, Abrams M1A2 174 pieces, K2 Black Panther 160 pieces. Like most of the previous 1:72 scale sets, these 4 are also planned for March of 2024. There are some informations about further sets for the 80th anniversary of D-Day. The following sets have been announced. Amphibia in 1:35 scale. Vehicle will be made from around 500 pieces. The set will include 1 minifigure and will have its premiere in May 2024. Another 1:35 scale vehicle is Dodge Command Car. Vehicle was used during the war by high-ranking officers. The set will contain approximately 200 elements. It will contain 2 minifigures, a driver and some general. Premiere also in May 2024. The set with the first large building from COBI evokes the most emotions. The company's management decided to release a set with a charge of Sainte-Mère-Église, sorry for my French. The set will have around 2200 pieces, will include 1 minifigure and will be probably released in May. Some of you may be wondering why COBI chose this building. During the Operation Overlord on the 6th of June 1944, American paratroopers landed in this city. Unluckily, one of them landed straight on the tower of the church and he was hanging there for several hours and watched the fights from above. He was injured, but luckily survived this event. His name was John Steele and it's his minifigure that will be included in the set. Staying on the subject of new D-Day sets and bringing some new info, COBI announced 4 new minifig sets, despite one announced earlier. One of them, strictly connected with the D-Day, will be the Allied Forces 3-pack, which will include a Canadian paratrooper, a British infantry soldier and a woman from French resistance. It will be available in May. The next 3-pack is the German tank crew with some accessories, and it will be available in April. Besides those two, we'll also get one Great War 3-pack. And also Warsaw Uprising 3-pack. The announcement of another 1-38 scale aircrafts appeared. This time it's the Hawker Hurricane. The 135-piece set was initially announced for March. In addition to the Hurricane, COBI offer will include one more plane in 1-38 scale. This time it will be the P-38 Lightning. The plane will consist of 335 elements. In terms of number of the bricks, this will be the largest airplane set in this scale that COBI has released so far. From a small plane we are flying to a bigger plane, and news about it. Boeing 747 Air Force One will appear in COBI offer. I knew that after announcing the regular set with this plane, the release of the Air Force One version would be only a matter of time. However, I didn't expect it would be so quick. The set will appear in stores in March and will have 1,087 pieces. We know more about the HIMARS set. The set will be released in 3-in-1 version, US, Polish and Ukrainian. It is worth mentioning that in the presented render the vehicle's windows are printed. Personally, I'm not convinced by this. The 1-35 scale set will contain 604 elements and 1 minifigure. Premiere in April 2024. Surprisingly, COBI announced the re-release of the Executive Edition set with the DRBR-52 locomotive. This time the set will include an additional figure and a railway semaphore. Unfortunately, at the moment there is no information whether the semaphore will be available also as a separate set. Many people felt disappointed by this fact. A set with a locomotive is not the cheapest, and they would not like to be forced to buy another locomotive just to receive a piece of the railway infrastructure. The planned release date is April 2024. As every year in January, charity concerts are held across Poland. The Great Orchestra of Christmas Charity raises money for medical equipment for people and institutions that need help. Also this year, COBI wants to make a contribution by putting up for a charity auction an archival limited set with the Prince Eugen ship. This set is a real rarity for collectors because it has number 1. COBI started shipping the limited edition of Higgins boat set. During the pre-sale, which started in the beginning of January, all the limited number sets were sold. Quick sale of limited edition sets is becoming a small COBI tradition. This is probably because of a constant increase in popularity of this brand. A new version of A-10 Thunderbolt 2 flew into the COBI store. The price? €59.99. If I'm counting right, it's the third version of this plane produced by COBI. Every new version is better than the previous one. A must-have set for all Armed Forces fans. COBI published a new catalog for the beginning of 2024. If you would like to see it, click the link in the right corner or search for it in the description. But you need to know that at the Nuremberg Toy Fair there will be a new upgraded version of the catalog with the sets shown during this event. And that's all for today. Remember that you can always find fresh info about PBricks on PBricks channel, so stay tuned and subscribe. Meanwhile, thank you for watching and see you in the next videos. See you later and happy bricking!